Now with the Sephiroth battle, during the first cutscene you can hold square and you'll see the prompt on the bottom left of the screen. It will say menu, so you hold square and that will let you go into your menu just before. Just let you change Materia a little bit so you're ready. The build is sort of similar to what we just had. Cloud's got the got it damn wrong still. So there we go, hold square, there you go, bottom left. And skip this cutscene and then you can open the Materia setup. Right, so I'll show you my Materia setup, guys. And Materia wise, yes, you see there Cloud has got a blue connected to a green there. I'm actually going to take that magnifier off. That's magnifier connected to barrier there. Yeah, ignore that. We just want barrier on Cloud. We're going to put that magnifier on Aerith. I'll go over Aerith in a minute. Yeah, but Cloud just wants barrier. Cloud just wants barrier. And it's because Sephiroth will always attack your party leader, so you don't need to worry too much about having barrier on your other allies. So barrier on Cloud, he's got 2 MP ups, he's got 2 HP ups, he's also got steadfast block, first strike and Behemoth. That's Cloud. And as long as you've done exactly the same as what I did on Harbinger fight, guys, Aerith will join you first, followed by Tifa last. So Tifa's got Metal Knuckles, Geometric Bracelet and Fury Ring. She's got steadfast block, 2 HP ups, and some of them too is Ifrit. Tifa doesn't really do much here. She just mainly does Star Shower sometimes. That's it really. Yeah, Cloud's got Behemoth, some of them Materia, if I didn't show you that. And Aerith, she's got Mithril Rod, Force Bracelet and Healing Carsonet, because she's mainly healing. She's got 2 magic ups, she's got healing connected to Magnify. She's got steadfast block, she's got first strike Materia. She's got Leviathan for the summoning. She's got 2 HP ups and she's got 2 MP ups. Yeah, just a normal cure, like a level 1 cure with Aerith, will heal like 4,000 to everybody. It's awesome. And Cloud's got Ascension on a limit break. And I just go over their weapons as well. What I've got on their weapons. Yeah, so this battle, why are you looking at the weapons if you're interested? Yeah, this battle, Sephiroth, like I say, he always attacks your party leader. And I don't really attack him. Similar to the Harbinger fights, I block with Cloud, build up my ATB, and I just use counter stance on Sephi. That's all I do really. I use my counter stance and my limit break, and occasionally I use Star Shower as Tifa, like from the support menu. I'm always controlling Cloud, but what I do when I want to cast a barrier with Cloud, so that I don't get interrupted, I switch to Aerith and just block with her, and then while I'm Aerith, and once Sephiroth starts going for Aerith, then I use Cloud from the sub menu and have him cast sorry, not barrier, mana wall on himself, and then once he's cast it, I switch back to Cloud and start doing the routine again. It's just blocking, counter stance, and then limit break when we've got it. There's a point right at the end, like when the boss, when he's on about probably about 1/8 of health left, that's when he enters his final phase, and you want to make sure you got limit break before you go into that. It's quite difficult to see exactly where the health lies. You'll see where his health is with me, you'll be able to see there, but it's such a small amount. There's no like lettering above it. Normally you can say before you get to the S in his name, but it's quite low where he enters his last phase. His HP is quite low when he enters it, so it's quite hard to tell. But basically, once his health is starting to get really low, make sure you got a limit break ready. You want to save it so that when he enters his final phase, we can just quickly limit break and kill him straight away, and that will prevent all the trouble from his last phase. There's only really one attack which I actually go out of my way to avoid, and that's a Boundless Void. So to begin, guys, we're just going to block his first attack, and then once you get a chance, we're going to use Mana Wall on Cloud. We're going to use Mana Wall on him. Don't worry about healing, Aerith will join the fight soon enough. So we're going to use Limit Break first on him. And then once you've used that Limit Break, we're just going to keep using Square Attack until he enters his next phase and Aerith appears. Yeah, if you're watching this and you haven't watched my Harbinger fight, by the way, in that I explain how to make it that Aerith joins you first, because it all depends on actions you do in the Harbinger fight. That depends on who joins you first and who joins you second in this battle. So if you want to make sure Aerith joins you first, go back to your Harbinger fight, guys, and I'll explain it all there. I'll link it in the description anyway. If you're watching this just for the boss. So Aerith, here she is, the top healer. She's here to heal you. So still as Cloud, which is still staying as Cloud because he will always attack your party leader. Aerith just your healer now. She'll cast Regen on Cloud and cast Cure if she needs to. You can just use level 1 Cure. It'll help her keep her MP high. So Cloud, just keep using counter stance as Cloud. Remember, if Mana Wall wears off on Cloud, switch to Aerith. Wait till Sephi is going for Aerith, and then use Cloud Mana Wall from the sub menu on himself, and then back to Cloud and start doing the same again. So just block, counter stance, use Limit Break when you have it, guys. And just basically keep doing that. Yeah, the only attack I do actually try to avoid, that's when he does a Boundless Void. Yeah, when he does a Boundless Void, just keep dodging away, and then that will not do anything. It's basically like a little crystal will follow you around, but if you keep dodging away from it, it won't. Look, here we go. Keep dodging away from it. Yeah, that's the only one you want to watch out for. Just keep dodging away from it. The rest, they do a little bit damage, but because you've got Aerith on healing duties, it's nothing really. So just block, counter stance. You'll get to learn exactly what attacks are best to use counter stance on, as long as you're not too far away. As long as you're not too far away from me, you don't have to be like within melee, you know, within close proximity of him. You can be sort of quarter of a way across a map and use counter stance, and you will sort of home in on him, or sort of dash across the map to him. Now when you use Limit Break on his sort of on this phase, you'll see what he does. He sort of does Magic Immune and Waiting, which makes you sort of immune to melee attacks. But the last part of the Limit Break, the part that does the most damage, 5,000, that will always hit him. So even though he will block most of it, the last hit will still do 5,000 damage to him, which is a good amount of damage. So I did do this too early for Blizzaga. When he does magic level 3, you need to, if you do counter stance as soon as you see the attack name above his head, it will not trigger in time. You know that level 3 magic does take a while to cast, so you want to sort of try and time it. Give it a few seconds and then do counter stance, and it should last in time for his attack. Now when he does the Aryan Onslaught, I think it's called, you can't block that. What you have to do, you can block the first part, but when he jumps in the air to sort of do his ground pound, you can block away from that if you want to avoid it. Yeah, when he does the Aryan Onslaught, I think it's called. Yeah, just block away from the roll away from the final part of it where he jumps in the sky to ground pound you, and that won't do. You'll avoid it then. So my Mana Wall's about to wear off, so I'm going to switch back to Aerith. There we go. Wait for him to go for Aerith, and then I'm going to cast Mana Wall. Now Hell's Gate, I wanted to wait for him to use that first, because Hell's Gate could still hit Cloud. But just be careful, because as you see, Aerith took 2,000 damage then. Because she hasn't got Mana Wall on, she would take more damage, so do not stay in control of Aerith for too long, and make sure you're always blocking with her. Then once you've got Mana Wall again, back to Cloud, and just keep blocking, using counter stance, Limit Break when it gets full. Yeah, he's got so much HP, it will take a while to get his HP down, but this is a safe way to do it. This is a safe way to do it. There you go, yeah, Aeolian Onslaught. Yeah, see, immune, he does that much immune and waiting, but the last hit will always catch him. 4918, that will always catch him. Here we go, I think Tifa's about to join in now. And with Tifa, all I do with Tifa, when she gets a full ATB, I just have her use Star Shower on the boss, wherever she is. She's certainly going to get hit with it if she's in sort of the close proximity of like an area of effect attack, which the boss is doing. So most of the time it should hit him. I guess because I don't do too much with Tifa, even if Barrett joins you instead of Tifa, it's not really the end of the day. I mean, really, you do need Aerith to join your first save, because as you can see, she's our healing. So I'm just going to have to cast regen. She can cast out everybody then. Right, back to Cloud. Blocking, counter stance. I guess it's probably a bit of a cheap way to do it, isn't it? A bit of a pussy way. You know, so I'm not really attacking him, I'm just blocking. But it's the easy way. It's the easy way to do it. Because I do read a lot of things about people having a lot of trouble. You know, I just can't beat him. I had to defeat Sephiroth. But you just don't attack him. If you want to beat him, don't attack. Yeah, if you want to beat him, just block and use counter stance. And limit break when you've got it. Have Aerith on healing duties. Yeah, it's a cheap way to do it. But I don't feel bad. I can beat him every time. I mean, Cloud's health no one's health ever gets too low. Nice and easy. This is a bit of a risky part, obviously, when you're casting Mana Wars. Cloud again. You don't have to do that. You can stay as Cloud if you want, and wait for an opening, and then have him cast Mana Cloud. But the thing is, if you get interrupted, you're going to waste a lot of MP. And MP does get quite tight on Cloud. I think by the time we've killed him, you got 1 or 2 casts left. Now Octo Slash, that's unblockable. That's unblockable, so not really much. You just got to take the damage there. So I've got Limit Break again. And Tifa's got ATB gauge. I can use Star Shower as Tifa. You see, Tifa's got no MP because she was casting Mana Wall in the last battle. That's why I used Tifa for Mana Wall in the last battle, and that's why now I'm using Cloud. I did used to use Mana Wall as Tifa as well. Sorry, Aerith, but the thing is, it made her health get just a bit too low. Just a bit too low it was. So we do it this way. But obviously, once he's pressured, he can get a few normal attacks in, but just be careful because he does stand back up even when he's pressured quickly. So just be careful. We're getting there. He's almost defeated. Almost defeated. No, do not use Counter Strike on Alien Onslaught. Lightning Infusion. All them attacks he's doing that, basically he'll sort of become immune to that element and stuff, so you can't use it on him. But we're only using counter stance, so nothing to worry, nothing at all to worry about with magic. There we go, he's got it, Cloud. And that's it. Get ready to counter stance. You probably have seen I have wasted a few counter stances here and there. Like I waste one here. Yeah, I think that counter stance it wore off just as the enemy attacked. I thought it's in Thundergo, that's the thing. He is now. But you'll find here the range. See, Cloud would dart forward, but he can't quite clear the map with it. About a quarter of the map. And you can block level 3 magic, by the way. There we go, too late again. Yeah, you got to make sure you time it right with this counter stance. So I'm going to have Tifa use Star Shower there. I've not really been using the Star Shower much, have I? The reason I use the Star Shower is because it does a lot of damage, and once Tifa gets into the... Once she's done the first few attacks with Star Shower, it's sort of... I don't think she can be interrupted by sort of normal attacks. There we go. Now you see Sephiroth's health. Be very, very careful because he's getting near that point where he's going to go into his last phase. He's getting very, very close to that point. He's going to go in his last phase. So right now, really, you don't want to attack him no more. You want to wait for Cloud to get his limit break ready, because you want your limit break as soon as he enters his last phase. So I'm just going to keep blocking now until I get that limit break back. So his health now it's about one out of 6 now, I guess, his health. So it's probably about 1 out of 8 or 1 out of 7. The amount his HP needs to be at where he goes into his last phase. Yeah, so much waiting around in this fight. It's the easy way to do it. Yeah, a lot of blocking, a lot of doing nothing. Sephiroth's probably getting pretty annoyed at Cloud by now. Just attack me! Attack me, Cloud. The thing is, I don't want to hurt him. If I, you know, if I start using my combos now, I'm just going to end this fight too quick. I need time to explain it to you guys. So my mana wall is about to wear off. My limit break's almost full. There we go. Yeah, that Hell Gate, that can hit everybody. Right, now he's used it. Let's use mana wall as Cloud and then switch back to Cloud. There we go. Right. I get very close with this, I think. I get very, very close. So close to I have my limit break form just before he enters his last phase. Octa Slash. Yeah, that would do quite a bit of damage. Right, got my full limit break. Right, let's knock him into his last phase. Into his last phase, what you want to do as well. So Cloud will use limit break, Tifa will use Star Shower, and then Aerith will use Race of Judgment. Here we go. So very, very close, guys. I probably left it a bit too close, that one. Yeah, probably when his health gets about a third, you probably don't want to use any limit breaks. Well, probably about a quarter. You want to start getting your limit break ready for this. So this last phase, limit break, Cloud, Tifa, Star Shower, and we'll switch to Aerith, build up some ATB with her, and after use Race of Judgment, Tifa can use Star Shower times 2. There we go. Yeah, watch out for that, will do a bit of damage. Oh, when he's already dead. Yeah, so as long as you sort of get limit break ready for that last phase, and Tifa doing Star Shower, that should kill him, guys, without any trouble. And that's it, Sephiroth. And if you've been following my Platinum walkthrough, you'll get a last trophy here for completing the game on hard mode. And the Platinum. Yeah, it's been a long journey, this. It's such a long... I think this is such a long game for Platinum. Such a long game for Platinum. I think some of the fights have made them a bit too complicated. I mean, I know a lot of people do love the battle system in this game, but I would have liked it for some of the battles were just a bit more simple, because they just consumed so much time trying to make them easy and stuff. Getting your materia ready. So that's a lot of things to try on them. But that's it, guys. My Sephiroth fight and my Final Fantasy FF7 Remake, the end of my Platinum walkthrough. Hope you've enjoyed it all, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.